Chifundo, we have a question, Trish from the UK. How do we know that this vaccine is safe in Black people and in minority people? Well, I mean, in Africa, it's majority people. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. That's a really good question, and one of the reasons why we think this webinar is very important for Sub-Saharan Africa, because we are the majority of people on this webinar are Black, so we are classified as a minority group. First, I'll start by echoing what my fellow panelists have said, that the vaccine is safe. And second, I will say that the right question is first for us to understand, why is this even a valid question? And over the course of the time, we're still learning about the disease and the vaccination and making more than breakthroughs in medicine. We know that minority groups, specifically Black people, we have a historical medical scandal that happened in 1932 in Alabama, such as Tuskegee. And we know in 1951, a doctor called George Porter took cells from a lady called Henrietta Lack while biopsying a cervical tumor, and he was able to isolate the first type of immortalized cells, which is still being studied up to today, without gaining consent from the patient and the family, and they've not been able to get compensation to date. And up until maybe around 2010, 2012, they ruled that it's not illegal to get medical waste that's been disposed from a patient's body and use it for ongoing research. But having said that, for the minority group as a history, of these medical scandals, there has also been a scandal in France, which is considered a high-income country, where predominantly the population are white. There was a scandal in 1984 where thousands of hemophiliacs were injected with HIV-infected blood by way of transfusion. But having all of that stuff happen, that is definitely sad and not desirable. I think we would like to know, it would please the audience to know, that the idea of the vaccine actually came from a slave called Onismus in 1700s, when there was the smallpox outbreak. So he was a slave that came from West Africa, and he told the doctor that was working on, that was studying the disease, that back at home, they used to inoculate themselves with whatever infection was going around in the community, get small doses, and they would acquire immunity. And so the idea itself comes from someone who is from Africa. And today, what we can stress is that there's several processes that are going on to make sure that we're getting safe products. So before a vaccine is even distributed, we know that there is discovery and development, and then preclinical trials, human trials, licensing, manufacturing, and distribution. In the past, it did take long, up to 10 to 15 years. But now with modern-day medicine and breakthroughs, that's why we're doing these things faster, but we're not skipping any step. So yes, it is safe, and it is overall it is a good first step in battling this pandemic. So I think that is what makes this valid, but that's our history, and here's the miracle of the vaccine, and I don't think that we should be questioning whether it's safe for minority groups, good for all of us. The overall benefits are good. They're higher than the risks.
Thank you very much, Dr. Msokere. The next question is for Simisiwe.